Hey guys, I'm back here again for another countdown to Halloween movie watches where I talk about all the movies that I plan on watching leading up to Halloween. Now, last week I did end up watching the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I was debating on it, but I wanted to watch it because it is still really hot. It's actually been in the 80s lately. It's in the 80s right now. It doesn't even feel like fall time. But I thought it was the perfect time to watch the Texas Chainsaw Massacre because that movie is just it just feels so hot. It took place in the middle of the summertime, and you just get this hot, dirty feeling whenever you watch it. And that movie is just it feels so real and so raw, and it's just one movie that makes you feel uncomfortable, and it's just such a classic, and I'm glad that I revisited it. It's just such an iconic movie. But yeah, guys, this week I'm not watching too much. I've only got 4 movies picked out. I don't know if that's all I'm gonna be watching this week. I might watch something else, and if I do, then I'll talk about it in my next video. But yeah, guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So here we go. So since I watched the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre last week, I thought that starting this week I would watch the remake, which I actually really enjoy. I really like what they did with this remake. I'm glad that it didn't follow the original movie. Of course it has Leatherface in it, and it takes place, in Texas in the summertime. But other than that, there's really not much that connects it to the original. It does have that really great scene at the beginning where you see the police investigators walking around the house, because when this movie came out, they were still trying to make it seem like it really happened, even though it didn't. But I really do like those scenes of, the police officers walking around the house, and then you see what happens to them at the end of the movie. And I've always really enjoyed this. It was kind of the start of all these remakes. I know that the Psycho remake came before and a few others, but I think that this was the movie that really made remakes popular, and I think that this is the movie I think this is the reason why there's so many remakes now, is because this movie was successful. But yeah, guys, I really enjoy this one. I think Jessica Biel does really good in it. And I really like the guy who plays Leatherface. And I also really like how the way the movie looks. It has this really kind of dark look to it. It's kind of dark, dusty, grainy. Like there isn't any, like the grass isn't green. The sky isn't blue. It's more muted. The blood is really muted, which I really like the way that it looks. And I know people have different opinions on Michael Bay, now, but I think he did a really good job with this one. So yeah, guys, I do plan on popping this in. I'm probably gonna pop this in tonight because I really enjoy this one. Now, the next movie that I'm planning on watching is a classic, and that is the original Pet Semetary. This is one movie that I watch every year. It's it's a classic story. I'm sure everybody has seen this, so I'm not going to go into it, but this is one that I always enjoy watching around Halloween. It's a tradition. I remember when this movie used to come on all the time on like AMC when they did the Fear Fest, when they would marathon horror movies all the time, and this was one that they would always show. Such a classic movie. So many great moments in this, and yeah, really looking forward to revisiting this one. And I'm also planning on watching the sequel, Pet Sematary 2. Now, I know a lot of people have mixed opinions on this one. I really like it. I really like seeing, Clancy Brown really ham it up. It's a cheesy movie. It's got a different feeling from the original, even though it was directed by the same director. But the way I see it is that if you want to show people what the 80s seemed like for horror movies, show them Pet Sematary. And if you want them to see what the 90s looked like for horror movies, show them Pet Sematary 2, because this is a straight up 90s movie. It's got Edward Furlong in it, and this was the first movie he did right after Terminator 2. And it's got the Ramones song. The first one, of course, has Pet Sematary in the during the credits, but for this one has a Poison Heart, which I really like. And I also noticed that the version of Poison Heart that plays in this one is different from the one that you can listen to on YouTube and stuff like that. Because for the version that plays at the end credits of this one is that the song starts with the chorus and then it goes into the verses. But if you listen to it on like YouTube, and I assume it's the same on Spotify and other places, I'm not really sure, I haven't checked. But I know that if you listen to it on YouTube, it starts with the verses and then the chorus. So for some reason, the version that's on the soundtrack to this one has the chorus at the beginning. And that was something that I've always kind of, I always just thought was kind of weird. But yeah, guys, like I said, I really do enjoy Pet Sematary 2, even though it is kind of cheesier than the original. I think it's a lot of fun. It also has a great scene, that takes place on Halloween night in the cemetery. And of course, any movie that takes place in the cemetery definitely puts me into Halloween and October feels. So yeah, really love both Pet Sematary movies, and I'm really looking forward to revisiting them. And the last movie that I plan on watching this week is The Haunting. I've always enjoyed this movie. I know that the CGI in it is really not that great. But I do think this movie has some pretty good creepy moments. It's got a good cast. I'm sure everybody remembers the scene when Lily Taylor, she's laying in the bed, and the wood over her bed comes over her. Yeah, it's like right there, that scene right there. I'm sure everybody remembers the movie from that scene. But it does have a lot of great, Liam Neeson, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Owen Wilson, a really great cast. And and the Blu-ray's falling out. Hold on one sec. I was trying to open this up to show you guys the cover, if I can get it with one hand. There we go. This is one of those, this is the Paramount Presents, and the cases open up. But yeah, that's the original cover, and I remember seeing the VHS that had this cover and being really creeped out by the way that the house looks. You can kind of see it. It looks like the eyes and everything. There it is there. I remember the VHS, the cover always used to really creep me out. But yeah, guys, I know that movie, like I said, the CGI is really weird, but I've always really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to revisiting that again. And yeah, guys, that is it. These are all the movies that I plan on watching this week. If I do watch anything else, like I said, I will talk about it in my next video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I'm going to try to get at least one of these videos up a week, all leading up to Halloween. If I don't, I'll try to get one up every other week, but I have been doing good. I've been getting these videos up once a week, and it's really good because it gives me a reason to film videos and to get out some more content for you guys. And I do plan on doing other videos. Like, of course, I'm going to be doing an entire video showing off my entire Halloween collection. And I'll be doing a lot more, horror-related videos coming up. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think about all the movies that I plan on watching this week. And I do plan on being back next week. And like I said, I do have other videos planned for, Halloween. I do plan on going to see the movie Good Boy when that comes out to theaters in the first weekend of Halloween. And not Halloween, in the first weekend of October. And when I see that, I will do a video talking about it, my thoughts on the movie. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. As always, I really appreciate it. I always appreciate everybody who has been subscribed. Whether you're someone that has been with me for years or if you're a new subscriber, I really appreciate it. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and give me your thoughts on the movies that I plan on watching this week. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.